Hi, my name is Damarisnjengayt. I create travel related content, and some time back I came here, that is like 3 weeks ago. I had visited Burundi and I was stranded and stuck in Burundi, but I came here and I shared my story with you and had fun being inspired and being motivated and encouraged by most of you from my channel, and that's why I'm doing this video to you to share of my quarantine stay, because finally it has come to an end. I finally succeeded to come back home, and after 2 weeks I have stayed indoors, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how my experience indoors has been. Enjoy. I have arrived safely and I have officially filled my self-quarantine 14 days. Application form, failure to that, I am going to be government quarantined, which is something I don't want. Now, something interesting, I have called my friend because she lives close to the airport, and she was like, please don't come here. No, you're quarantined. And I'm like, oh my god, I didn't say I have corona. But okay, let's proceed home, guys. I hope I do not have corona anyway. Yeah. I've just finished looking bomb and freshening up, so let's go outside and see the world. Basically, there's nowhere I am going because I'll explain to you now. I'm just actually outside my house and I have a seat here that I'm going to sit down and we can have a conversation. Okay, let's talk about quarantine. It's this one period for me that is different, very different, as much as it's different for everyone. And guys, I'm not just saying quarantine, the isolation where I can come to my house, go out during the day, only be in the house because it's curfew time. Mine is kind of different because I even like signed this form where I said, let me read you one. I have like up to 8 things that I'm supposed to follow. It's actually called the coronavirus self-quarantine declaration. One of the major questions that I've been getting after I tell people I am under self-quarantine is, what's the difference between self-quarantine, government quarantine, self-isolation, and social distancing? And I'm here to explain. Social distancing is making sure that you're at least 1 meter away from people. Even if you're like out in the world, you're maintaining a 1 meter distance apart. And this is how life was before I got quarantined, where we were not maintaining a 1 meter distance around, and I'll miss them. And yeah, thank you so much. Anytime. You have made my stay here. Self-isolation is more about staying in your own space, ensuring you're in your own area, and avoiding to go out at all costs. Yeah, so the difference between self-isolation and social distancing. Social distancing is you're among people, but you maintain a distance. Self-isolation is staying in your own like space. At times, it includes taking yourself on dates in your own house. Now, what I had undergone is self-quarantine, which entails quarantine is you have been in places that have been exposed. So I was in Rwanda and there had been cases, so I was in an exposed area, so I had to stay by myself, self-quarantine, stay in one room. We had all the rules. I was not supposed to visit anyone. I was not to go to the market. I was not to use public transport. I was not supposed to go to any public like places. Yeah, I also was supposed, even if I use an Uber, I should sit in the back seat and not be in contact with other people. Then of course the government quarantine is where the government gives you like a room or a place where you stay. So now let's talk about the things that kept me strong. Number 1 is my parents always called, my relatives always checked up on me, and that was very encouraging and motivating. I loved it. I appreciated it. I was so grateful. At least every day I'd talk to at least people, because I'd physically not talk to anyone because I live alone. And being able to talk to my friends and family who checked up on me, thank you. I greatly appreciate. Something else that kept me moving is having a routine where I would wake up and do exercise. At least that was guaranteed for me. I'd wake up to exercise. Shout out to the Mwakazi's live. I would join the live, do exercise, and feel like I'm alive. Because one very important thing to ensure that your mental state is right and fine is doing things that are active and just making your blood pump faster than normally, if my science did not fail me. My other major challenge this quarantine season was about eating, and I struggled and I admit I struggle cooking alone. So definitely all my quarantine snacks came to an end. The food I was supposed to cook I still installed, but all my snacks came to an end because I'd snack like most of the times. Something else that I am doing and I will continue to do, and I did in my 14 days of quarantine, is ensuring that I do journal. Actually, not just journaling, but journaling gratitude and just being grateful for something each day. And that kept me in a positive mind and giving me the ability to see something that is positive, something that gives me energy, and something that just relieves me from the stress that is ongoing, like in the world and in the whole community, which was really relieving. I loved it so much, and I still do it. Actually, the aspect of gratitude comes in with even why I decided to be joining our church services every Sunday when they go live. God is healer, awesome in power, and I get a moment to just be grateful to God for things He has done, to pray, to meditate. Also, guys, joining meditation, like meditation groups, and even people who are talking about meditation, positive aspects, really put me on a positive note. So positivity is the best medicine this season. So if you have any stress or you're undergoing things and you're in this period, I just want to encourage you that definitely things will come to an end. Also, the fact that you know everything is temporal and nothing is permanent, that even this situation that we are all going through as a world is going to come to an end, is sufficient reason to give you more strength to keep on and hold on and just be sane for another day, because everything will change.
So you can actually leave me a comment. Let me know how quarantine is treating you, what you're grateful for, and what this season is like teaching you. And yeah, let's have a conversation in the comment section.
So day one began, and at that point is when I realized I needed to do some shopping. I asked a friend to do shopping for me and they dropped them. Hope you watched that in my previous video. It was not as stressful as it could have seemed. I had the goal of making sure I am maintaining positivity in my head, listening to a lot of podcasts, listening to meditations, and just making sure that I'm focusing and just remaining full of energy. I was hoping I would do so much work, at least on the first few days, but that was not the case. But we move on. After 14 days of my self-quarantine and confirmation from the hospital that I was COVID-19 negative, I was a free lady to go explore the world. But of course, we have to practice social distancing and self-isolation. Again, it's not time to explore, it's time to stay at home. But so then I was able to join my friends who have been staying with and having some good time, chilling time. And yeah, more content about spending time in self-isolation are coming out pretty soon. My expectation for life after quarantine was definitely not what I wished it would be, but I was grateful. For a minute I was free as an individual and I was safe from the disease, and still in the room to keep on making sure that we stay away and stay safe. Going out brings a lot of doubt, a lot of feeling so insecure, and just a lot of worry, paranoid, and feeling like I just want to go back to my house. But I definitely enjoyed also breathing and seeing the environment and how things are working. And I hope you too, you're taking care of yourself this whole season. Just make sure you stay safe and you continue staying home, and you continue even sensitizing the people who are not taking this stay at home thing seriously, to just embrace and just adjust. Check on your friends, check on people you love, and let's stay safe and stay together happy. I believe things are going to change pretty soon, so we have all the hopes and all the trust that things will be fine pretty soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe to my channel if you have not, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And thank you so much to everyone who checked out on me and who made a call, who left me a good comment. Thank you.